What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are here, you can hear me loud and clear. Please drop your ones in the chat. Please drop your ones in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Please drop your ones in the chat. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Salute to everyone that's in the building right now. Salute, salute, salute. We are definitely on a different type of vibe today, man. We on a different type of vibe today. We definitely going to talk about this. I'm not going to be too long with you guys today. Um, got some schoolwork I need to catch up on. Um, I'm approaching the end of my second semester. Um, this semester has definitely been a roller coaster ride, but we're toward the end, and I need to do some catching up, y'all. So like I said, I'm not gonna be too long today. We're not gonna go into double overtime today, but we definitely need to have this conversation, man. Like I said, we on a different vibe today, man. On a different vibe today. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady mods for always coming through and holding it down. But we're gonna talk about this today. Salute to all the visionaries, man. We definitely gonna talk about this today. So let's see who's here. Let's shout everyone out. Make sure you guys support the show. Make sure y'all support the show. Hit the like button, hit the share button, share it on y'all community tabs, your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your Discord servers. Share today's show. Share today's show. Today's show might not be for you, but it could be for someone else, man. Share today's show, y'all. I'm gonna shout everyone out in the building, and then we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Shout out to my man Bob. Bob says, "What a effing title. Damn, that's deep in itself." But we're gonna get to it today, bro. Gonna get to it today, man. Shout out to my man Bob in the building. Hey, Miss Rain and Woman, one of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. Thank you so much, Miss Rain and Woman. And I got your email. I got your email, Miss Rain and Woman. I will be responding this evening, so look forward to the response. But shout out to you, Rain and Woman. I definitely got your email. I appreciate all the love and the support and everything that you do for this channel, Miss Rain and Woman. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. She says gonna have me up in here with a box of tissue. We going there today, Miss Classy Creole. We going there today. So shout out to you as well. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and make sure I'm good, man. Shout out to you, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate you. Shout out to the House of Love as well, man. Shout out to them. So let's see who else is in the building. Miss Raina Woman said that's music. Yeah. On a different vibe today, man. Different vibe today. Shout out to my man GQ. What up, GQ? Salute, my guy. Salute. What's up, Saudi Tate? Shout out to Saudi Tate in the building. JT Devereaux. What's up, JT Devereaux? Oh, yeah, we going there today, Saudi Tate. It's what we do over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's what we do. She says, I'm a little tired and trying to rest up a little bit, but I'm good though. That's good to hear, Miss Raina Woman. Get you some rest. Get you some rest. Shout out to my man Auntie. Shout out to the home of the official YT Purge. Shout out to my guy Auntie for being a member for 16 months, man. I appreciate that, my brother. Salute to you, man. We talking about dedicated support, man. Salute, man. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Shout out to my guy, MR in the building. What up, MR? Salute, bro. Man, shout out to NT, man, again, for gifting 5 memberships, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, bro. Salute to you, man. Salute, salute, salute. Make sure y'all go support my man, NT, man. Go support my man, NT. And he drops content and does content other than The Purge. So shout out to NT, man, for gifting those 5 memberships. I appreciate that, my brother. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Salute to Jeff Reviews. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, Denise Williams, man. Yeah, man. I'm in a different type of bag today, MR, you know? Hey, Cynical, how you doing? Shout out to the Cynical one in the building. Make sure y'all go and check out the merch as well, man. Make sure y'all go and check out the merch. Get y'all some Sheep Stay Sleep TV gear. Y'all asked for it. Y'all asked for the DS1 merch. It's in the store, man. Go and check it out. Go and check it out. Go and cop up. Go and cop up, man. Shout out to everyone who has supported the merch. And as I told everyone, if you support the merchandise, just snap a picture with you rocking the merchandise and email it to me so I can put it up on the community tab and show y'all some love and basically show y'all some appreciation for y'all support for the brand. So if you have purchased, let me know. I'll give you my email. You can email me a quick picture of what you rocking it or what you holding it up, however you want to do it. And we're going to feature you on a community tab. Just celebrating y'all for y'all support, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man MR. I appreciate that super chat, bro. He says, get that education up, bruh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, MR. Appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate that super chat. Shout out to my man Fierce Soul in the building. Salute, Fierce Soul. Seth Son in the building. Peace, G. We going there today, man. We going there today. Going there today. Shout out to my comrade in the building. Salute, comrade. Yeah, we going there, bro. We going there today, man. Shout out to Robert Platinum in the building. What's good, Robert Platinum? Salute. What up, Where Me? What's going on with you, Where Me? What's going on? It's been a minute. How you doing? Y'all see today's show. Like I said, I'm not going to be too long, but y'all see today's show. The healed man died as a child. I know a lot of, or I hear, me be specific, I hear a lot of people continuing the conversation that we started right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Now you hear trauma everywhere. You hear it on every platform. But thanks to y'all, that's why everybody's using it now. See, I'm not the type of dude that want recognition for minute shit. No, mention me when it comes to changing shit. See, I don't want to be known as a manosphere guy. Never wanted to be. I wanted to be the guy that was known for coming into the space and helping the brothers. That was me. That has always been who I am. I don't care if someone say, oh, DS1 said that first. That's cool. But remember, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. See, once everyone's talking about the conversation you started, guess what's going to happen? The people who's having the conversation eventually is going to want to find out who started the conversation. What started the conversation? Where did you get this conversation from? You see? So I've never been that type of guy. It's not that serious. Hey, Miss Camille, good to see you, love. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. We are 3 for 3 today. Thank you so much, Miss Camille. I appreciate you, love. Appreciate you. Shout out to GQ on a super sticker. Doubling up on a super sticker. Shout out to my guy, GQ, man. I love when Brooklyn is in the building. And the conversation about trauma and men needing to address. See, I'm going to tell you what made me start the conversation about trauma in the space amongst men, in the manosphere. Why did I bring this to the manosphere? Why did I bring this conversation to the manosphere? Because I got tired of hearing women tell men that they have mommy issues. I got tired of hearing black men tell black women they have daddy issues. And I sat back and listened to it for years. And I diagnosed the problem because I was wondering, why are people saying this stuff to each other as if that's something that's funny? So I diagnosed the problem. I said, this is unresolved and unhealed trauma that we're spewing back and forth to each other, telling you you don't respect men because you ain't grow up with a dad. She telling you you don't know how to respect women because your mama a certain way. I got tired of hearing that shit. And it leaves a nasty taste in my mouth, even when I hear it. Because a lot of us don't understand how trauma works. See, we at a point in society today that everyone, I can't say everyone, but the majority of people are just looking to out hurt one another. Let's see who can hurt each other the most. Let's see who can hurt each other first. Let's see who can cut each other the deepest. That's what I get in today's society. Everybody's online trying to outdo each other, trying to say the most disrespectful stuff, trying to insult you in the most disrespectful way that they can, forgetting how hurtful these things are. Forgetting how hurtful it is to say certain things to one another. You know how hurtful it is to tell a man you hate women because you hate your mother? Do y'all ever consider what that can do to a person? Because y'all freely get on the internet and just say shit as if it has no effect on people. And I see the reason why y'all don't think this way is because y'all don't know what trauma is. Y'all don't know what traumas are. Y'all don't know what triggers trauma. Y'all don't know what stressors are. Y'all don't know a lot of shit. That's why y'all do the dumb shit that y'all do and y'all say the dumb shit that y'all say. And I'm not going to sit here and act like at one point I wasn't one of those dumb niggas saying dumb shit, because I was. But I'm going to tell you more. I'm going to tell you really what it was. I was more hurt than anything. See, that's what these niggas are afraid to admit. I was more hurt than dumb. I knew the shit I was saying, but I was hurt. I was hurt. I was taken back by the things that people just be so quick to say to other people online. As if we haven't heard some of these things in our real life. Think about this. Think about this. You sitting here telling this man he ain't shit, and he been hearing that his whole life. What you think you gonna get out of that man? What type of man do you expect him to be? Not just for you, but for himself first. What do you expect him to be? Who do you expect him to be? How do you expect him to respond a certain way? This is why today's show is the healed man died as a child. The healed man died as a child. That man that y'all women be on here talking about from your goddamn imaginary mind. He doesn't exist. He died as a little boy. You know, the man that's going to put his jacket over the puddle. He died as a little boy. Did you know that? While you're on here talking shit about men all day, did you know that? Did you know that the same men that you sit online and talk shit about all day, they, as little boys, they heard women talking shit about men when they was little boys. The same shit y'all do today on the internet. There's men out here who's been listening to women trash and berate men forever. We just been sitting around listening to conversations about women talking about how men ain't shit our whole life. Our whole life. Our whole life. Then y'all come on here and tell these lying ass stories that a lot of y'all didn't live. When y'all get up here talking about men and their abuse. What abuse? What abuse? What you talking about? A lot of y'all be up here lying. Because if you really was abused growing up like you claimed, you would be able to identify with what these men have been through. See, this is why when I first came into the space, I came with my own unique style. Because a lot of shit that these guys talk about, I actually lived it. And I'm not talking about street stuff. I'm talking about life. I lived it. And I know a lot of these guys haven't lived it because they're still promoting the same shit. See, if you learn from something, then you would actually promote the solutions. Let me repeat that. Memphis 10 in the building. Salute. Shout out to Big Dice in the building. Glad you here, bro. Glad you here, Big Dice. Salute the Team Guardian in the building. Shout out to my man FTC Vice. Shout out to my man Elisino in the building. Salute, OG. Appreciate you, champion. Appreciate you. See, let me explain something to y'all. When you actually go through shit in life, the last thing you want to do is want somebody else to go through it. So you don't promote the problem, you promote the solutions. And that's what Sheep Stay Sleep TV has always been about. We're solution-based. And not only do we promote solutions, but we apply them to ourselves. So I'm not up here telling men to do stuff I haven't done, right? Or currently still is doing. See, I'm not going to come up here and tell men they need to lose weight, but I'm built like a bundle of goddamn asparagus. See, I'm not going to do that. See, y'all watched me in the gym. Y'all watched me lose over 100 pounds. Y'all watched me do it. Y'all didn't just watch me every day get up here and talk and tell men shit like women, because that's what women do. Women always want to tell a man what to do, tell a man some shit, because she want to seem like she in control. Men don't do that. If I'm going to tell you to do some shit, it's because I already done it or I'm doing it now. See, that's what this platform has always been about. Solution-based, where you can see the results. We're not just talking and trying to sound cute. We doing shit over here. We're doing shit over here. And been doing it. Not just, we've been doing it. You see? So when we say heal before we build, that's telling men to self-improve internally, because healing is internal. Building is external. So if you never knew what we meant by heal before we build, you have to become the person you want to see in the world. You got to become the change you want to see. So you got to heal before you build. You have to do the internal work so your light can shine to the world. See, we've been doing it backwards the whole time, fellas. We've been trying to build to show the world that we healed. I'm going to go get this bag to show her I'm a whole man, forgetting that I battle with depression. Forgetting that I battle with schizophrenia and bipolar. See that? This is what we've been doing as men. We've been building and never healing. This is why we dying so early. This is why a lot of us don't get to see our grandchildren. Millennials are not living long enough to see their grandchildren. Do y'all know that? While y'all want to talk about these previous generations, let's talk about our own. Let's talk about our own. Let's talk about the millennials. We're not even living long enough to become grandmothers and grandfathers. See why we need to heal? We not living long enough to see our children have children. See what we really need to be focusing on? We're not living to 60. We're not even making it to 60. While we out here talking about all this other bullshit, that means nothing. And you know why? We talking about a bunch of shit that don't mean nothing? Because the healed man died as a child. The healed man, he died a long time ago. What up, Club? Shout out to my man Club in the building. Zuma, shout out to my guy Zuma Doma. The healed man died as a child. That purity is gone. It's been snuffed out of us by life. So a lot of the shit that you women be talking about and looking for, you need to re-examine what you're talking about. Because you don't understand something about life and what men go through. And see, if you ever want to be a wife, that's the number one component you better focus on. If you don't know the first step of being a wife, you better learn to have some compassion and some empathy for that man. Especially if you know what your man went through and what your man is currently going through. That's what make a man, that's what make us want to stay. That's what make us want to stay. All this other shit y'all believe, that ain't gonna make me stay. It's not. What's gonna make me stay is your femininity. Are you able to understand me and what I go through as a man? Do you understand that? Can I share that with you? And when I share it with you, you don't begin to dissect it as if I want to answer. Do you know how to just shut up and listen sometimes? Because see, when your man come and talk to you, he not looking for no answers. You ain't the problem solver. He wants you to listen. Can you listen to understand and not to respond? Because y'all always looking to say something. Learn how to shut your mouth. This is why you hear all men say this. You need to learn how to shut up. What that means is you need to learn when to shut up. You need to know when that goofy shit you like saying out your mouth is needed and when it's not. And when it's not, you need to shut up. You need to listen more than you talk. Because when a man come and talk to you, that's why he's talking to you. He's only talking to you because he wants you to listen. I don't want you to tell me anything about myself. I want you to listen. And if you listened more than you talk when you with a man, you'll understand who he is. You'll understand why he do what he do. You'll understand why he don't trust nobody, including you. And one of the main reasons why he can't trust you is because you don't know how to shut up. You're always running your mouth. Every little thing you know, you tell. That's why that nigga won't marry you. You run your mouth too much. You don't know how to shut up. You don't understand the sanctity of marriage. You know, marriage is a covenant. There's a level of privacy and exclusivity. You don't just go off and get to running your mouth to everybody about what y'all got going. This is what y'all be doing. And y'all don't realize that a lot of us men, we watched women do that our whole life. Go and tell a man business to the world. Then you wonder why we grow up and we don't want to talk to you. Because you won't tell somebody. Because you can't keep it to yourself. We watched you do it since we was little boys. You can't keep shit to yourself. You have no respect for privacy. That means you're not trustworthy. That means your loyalty is loose. Your loyalty is conditional. Because if he don't allow you to be the toxic, dysfunctional motherfucker you want to be, then something's wrong with him. See? And see, a lot of us men, we understood that from little boys dealing with women in our life that don't want to allow us to be who we supposed to be. They dictated and told us who we were supposed to become. Then when you grow up, they expect you to just get it. That's how you know they don't know what it is to be a man. You expect them to just know. How the fuck he just supposed to know? A dog don't know he ain't supposed to shit in the house until you teach him not to. But you just think he's supposed to know he a man. That don't make sense. Don't make sense. A lot of the things that y'all say is missing in men today, that shit died in him when he was 12 years old. Did you know that? Oh, he don't got enough goals. He don't got enough ambition. Yeah, because it was snuffed out of him as a little boy. Because everything he wanted to do, he was told he couldn't do it. We ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. We ain't buying that. I ain't getting you this. You ain't going to play over there with them people. You ain't signing up for this. I'm not putting you there. Sounds familiar, fellas? Then you wonder why we can't adapt in certain environments. If all the fuck I was subjected to was the projects, you expect me to know how to act in a boardroom? You expect me to know how to act in a coffee shop? I don't go to, there's no coffee shops in the hood. Oh, I just supposed to know how to act. I supposed to know certain, how? 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 You're supposed to just have all of this reverence for the same motherfucker who damn near destroyed you? You think these men gonna be out here giving women all of this reverence when it was women who fucked their life up? See, y'all, see this type of conversation, a lot of women will feel uncomfortable because they got to look at themselves. You looking for a man that you killed out of your life. Oh, I need a man that's going to be a man. And you had him. You threw that nigga back to the streets years ago because you didn't want to grow up. Because you wasn't ready. And guess what that did to him? That broke his heart. See, y'all women don't never think about you breaking a man's heart because you wasn't taught that. This is how I know a lot of y'all what ain't had y'all daddies around. Because a man is supposed to teach his daughter that she could break a man's heart. How many of you fathers teaching y'all daughters this? Instead of just teaching your daughter ways to not get her heart broken. What about her being a fucking man eater? What about your little daughter running around eating men? Dragging them? Are you teaching her not to be that? Are you teaching your daughter not to become the woman who damn near destroyed you, brother? See, we got to start teaching reality. We don't teach reality. We teaching some shit that we be making up in our heads, and that shit ain't real. You know how many women out here destroyed, man? Do you know how many men out here who still haven't recovered from heartbreak? There's niggas that went to their grave because of heartbreak. But you women walk around here and fashion heartbreak as if this is something predicated only for women. Like men don't get depressed and start drinking because they lost a woman. And not because he lost his woman over anything that he done. His woman just got tired of him and left him. And went and found another nigga and just made an excuse on why she left. You don't know you could put a man's life on pause by hurting a man in that way. You could stop a man's whole fucking life. Yeah, dude, is that even thought about? Is that even thought about anymore? But you want a man that know how to address his issues. How you going to address his issues when he with a person who don't give a fuck about him? See, a lot of you women, y'all just don't want to come out and say, but y'all don't care about us. A lot of y'all don't care. It's about what the fuck y'all get. Y'all really don't care. Y'all don't really care about men as being human beings. Y'all don't give a fuck because y'all don't think about what we go through mentally. The proof of that is how I watch y'all treat y'all sons. I watch how y'all talk down to y'all sons. I was getting ready to smack this one girl out in public one day because how she was talking to her son. That shit infuriated me. And I told her ass, I said, curse at that little boy again, and I'm going to smack that fucking scarf off your head. That's what I told her. I said, curse at that little boy again, because he ain't asked to be born. Curse at him again. Watch me slap your fucking head off, because I know his pop's in jail. That's why you mad at him. Curse at him again while I stand right here. Watch me smack your head off. Everybody was looking at me in the store like, oh shit. Yeah, go ahead. I said, go ahead. Go ahead. I stood just like this. Go ahead. I'm going to smack your fucking head off. Curse at that little boy again. Curse at him again. Watch me smack the shit out you. Do it again. Abuse that little boy in front of me again. Do it. Yeah, get on your phone and call whoever. Get on your phone and call whoever. I should get on the phone and call the police so they could take that little fucking boy away from your little bum ass. You want to ruin that boy life because you ain't shit? See? And she toned that shit right on down. You know what? You know why? You know why? Because she realized that, damn, it is somebody who care about that little boy. It is somebody who care about him. Damn, a man do care about him. Because see, these boys grow up and become men. See, this is the problem that nobody wants to pay attention to. You expect these same little boys to grow up and to become functional and to become something successful. How? How? When that hasn't been cultivated. His environment didn't teach him that. The people in the environment didn't teach him that. But you want him to grow up and be this productive, strong, loving, God-fearing man who goes and play hero for all the fucking women. This is a fantasy world that people like to live in today. This is why we are in a mental health epidemic. Because we can't hide it no more. We can't sit here and act like this is not a problem anymore. We've been doing this shit for too long. This is what's wrong with black folks. We're comfortable with being dysfunctional. Just don't upset my comfort. What about how the fuck you live? What about that? Does that matter? No, because you ain't gonna do nothing about it. But the moment somebody want to do something about it, it becomes a problem. This is why those boys get suppressed at a young age. Because people know. People know who's the children that's supposed to change shit in the family. They know. They know who the generational curse breakers are. That's why the devil attacks those kids from the time they little boys. From the time they little boys. They got to fight through this. They got to fight through that. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's the devil. You see, y'all don't understand that. Because y'all don't know that the devil be operating through y'all, through people. The devil operate through people. Why you think you went through so much shit that nobody else went through? Huh? Why it was so easy for the rest of your brothers and sisters and cousins and all that, but it was so difficult for you? Because you was the chosen one. You was the one that was actually supposed to change shit. See, everybody else is just gonna be. They ain't gonna change nothing. See that? They ain't gonna change shit. They just gonna live and be whoever they gonna be, and that's it. But that's not gonna change nothing. That's not gonna usher in a new mindset into the family. See? And what made me talk about this topic, man, right? Shout out to my guy Zuma. Appreciate you, bro. He says, as much as I hate to say it, my white homegirl showed me more respect and love for me than my own mother. I hear that a lot, bro. Shout out to my guy Zuma Duma. Appreciate that super chat. Hey, New York Nikki, how you doing? Shout out to my brother Del Diddy in the building. Salute my brother. He says, man, listen, it's going to be one of those streams today. Yes, sir. Because what encouraged me to do this stream, and shout out to my man Big Dice, man. Shout out to Big Dice. He said on his show yesterday, I was listening more in the clouds and stuff, because like I said, I've been catching up on homework and shit. He said that he's actually getting ready to create a 3-part series for his members called The Diary of a Mad Black Man. Fire. The Diary of a Mad Black Man. Because everybody likes the mad black woman. Everybody's interested in that life. What about the life of the angry black man? How about we get a glimpse on what the fuck he go through every day? While we sitting here with our goddamn boxes of tissue for the women all day. Nobody drops a tear for that little boy. Nobody drops a tear for that little boy. Nobody's stopping and thinking what's going on in that little boy's mind. It's always, oh, he okay, just turn on the TV. Then these the same little boys that grow up and become killers. And then you, I tried my best with my son. I don't know why. Of course you don't know why. Of course you don't know why. You was too busy worrying about your life. And you didn't see how that affected him. Abandonment issues. Neglect. But then y'all expect men to grow up and be what for you? You want him to be what for you? When he never had to be, he couldn't be nothing for himself. His fucking life don't even belong to him. His life don't belong to him. When can he make a decision for himself? When can he go do what he want to do? Go live his dreams. That shit don't exist to a lot of us black men. A dream is some shit we have when we sleep. A dream job, chasing our dreams. We don't get to do that. We don't get to do that. And y'all don't notice how over these generations, how now the little boys don't even want to talk. Because the little boy know you not listening. You just ready to tell him some shit. You ain't listening because you don't give a fuck. And you don't give a fuck because you don't really know what to do. So the easiest thing when you don't know something is to say fuck it. And this is what happens to the boys. This is what happens to us. Oh, I don't know why he act up so much. Fuck it. He bad. And write him off as just being bad. Till he starts shooting and robbing people. Like my friends. Like my friends I was telling y'all about that I grew up with. That's crazy. They was ignored. Child neglect. Abandonment. Yeah. That's how them little niggas got crazy. That's how they got crazy. Because they knew nobody was going to come check on them for whatever they was doing. We by ourselves. Let's set the garbage can on fire. You see this type of shit? And then whenever men start speaking about this, the first thing everybody want to do is shut them up. Shut them up. But we got to hear all the shit women been through their whole life. We got to be man enough to sit there and hear it all. But let me tell you, just 10% of what I've been through. Oh, I ain't got, Really? So fuck you too then. Then when you take that approach, now you're wrong. But you just said, fuck what I've been through. Oh, so if it's fuck what I've been through, fuck you, the person. Oh, I ain't supposed to take it that far. Why not? Don't ask for some shit you not willing to take. Don't try to lessen what the fuck I've been through, and then you want me to adhere to your feelings. No, fuck you. Who do you think you are? You think you more than me? You think you are more of a person than me? God made you more than me? Fuck you. Simple. And this is where a lot of men are in society today. Because the healed man died as a child. And this is why men are where they are today. This is why. And a lot of us has experienced this shit since we were little boys. It's not a lie. It's the truth. It's the truth. Just like we know it's the truth that a lot of the girls we grew up with was touched. We know that's true. We never denied that. We don't never try to minimize that because we know. Because who you think was telling us to deal with multiple women? Them same niggas who was child molesters. Them same niggas who was predators. Those was the niggas telling us you gotta have game. You gotta know how to manipulate a woman out her drawers. It was those same niggas. We know them niggas ain't shit. We knew since we was little boys. Cause we knew the foul shit they was telling us to do to y'all. Oh, you ain't gotta be her man. Just tell her you'll be her man and you'll get her coochie. Where you think we learned this from? Them same dirty old niggas who was touching y'all. But you ain't never hear us get up here and minimize what the fuck y'all been through. You don't hear us get up here and do that. You don't hear that. When you ever heard that? When you heard that? Never. Because we know what's real. We know what's real. We know what's real. Zuma says, I cut my mom off and moved to the other side of the world. That's what some of us have to do. That's what some of us have to do. That's what some of us have to do. Some of those dudes touch the boys too. That's how we know. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Zuma. Exactly. Exactly. Champ says, I give love freely, but my heart turned ice cold quicker than lightning. Come on now. We always walking on the edge of the abyss. We always walking on that edge. And that's because we're so used to being crossed that it's hard to fully, it's hard for you to lock in and to not think about it. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Seth's son says, I died when I was 12. Huh. A lot of us, that happened to a lot of us, bro. A lot of us. And you could tell when you became a different person because you can't remember certain shit that happened in certain ages. Like you forget. But there's something in psychology called blocking, where your brain will begin to block things that or experiences that wasn't pleasant that you constantly try to get out of your mind. You can actually block those things. So a lot of brothers have blocks in their mind. Like the last time they remember they was really happy is like what Seth's son said. He was 12. So he probably don't even remember what happened for like from 12 to like 17, 18. He probably don't even remember everything because of how traumatic it was. Zuma says, then if you tell women you got touched too, they treat you like a pariah. Nigga, you'll get over it. Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact. Or they try to figure out if you liked it or not when you got touched. Because I've heard that by plenty of women right here on the internet. Try to say that men like getting touched. We enjoy getting touched by older women. I hear women try to make sense of that sick shit. But you'll never hear no man get up here and say, you liked it when your uncle touched you. But y'all will get up here and say, oh, that older woman was touching on you. You probably liked it. How wicked are you to say that? Why would that even come to your mind as something to say? Because you a sick person. You're a sick individual. You're a sick individual. You're sick. Sick. How the fuck you gonna tell me I like getting touched at 8 years old? Because it was a woman, I liked it. What's wrong with you? And then wonder why there's the batch of men that's left out here for y'all. Wonder why. Wonder why. Come on now. Talk, Zuma. Talk. The older women taught us how to please a woman before we could even produce sperm. That ain't never talked about. That's mulled over like a man just go and grows up and be regular. He got touched by girls growing up. That shouldn't hurt him. Really? Really? Shows you, you know what else it shows? It shows that society needs to be more educated on the male mind. You see? And this is exactly why I'm going to be the professional I'm going to be. Because we need the world to understand what we go through as the male species. See, the world knows what women go through. We had decades of that, centuries of that shit. A boy is socialized to worship his mother, to worship women, to let women walk over him. That's how boys are socialized. She spit in your face, you better not do nothing. You better walk away. When that's the most disrespectful thing you could do to a person, spit on them. This is how we're socialized. This is why when you see grown men getting screamed at in public, you'll see them put their head down, because that's been happening to them their whole life. Getting humiliated, getting screamed on. You think that shit gonna change when he get with women? You know what he's gonna become? He's gonna become aggressive, because he can't smack his mother, but he could smack you. See that? He can't smack his moms. He afraid to smack his mother, because he was taught that that's the worst thing you could do in life. He'll smack the shit out of you, though, because you sound just like his mother, demeaning him, telling him he ain't shit, telling him he don't do enough. He couldn't smack his mother. That's why he slapped you. Because he wanted you to feel in physical form how his feelings feel. So when your fucking face is vibrating and it sound like a M80 just went off in your ear, you hear, he done smacked the dead end sound into your ear. He wants you to feel what he feels. Internally, he wants you to feel it externally. Not saying that it's right. I want you to pay attention to what's being said. See? See that? Cutthroat in the building. Salute. Oh, I told you we going there, bro. I ain't gonna be too much longer. Seen and unseen unboxing. Salute. But this needs to be talked about, because everybody running around talking about black men and their trauma. How black men need to go to therapy. Black men, we all need to go to goddamn therapy. We all need to go to fucking therapy. Don't just single us out. Black men, we tired of that shit. You single us out for every fucking thing. Any little thing that's wrong with black folk, y'all try to single out black men. Y'all don't understand black men been the target. How much longer do you fucking think we gonna sit around and be targets for y'all? Y'all blame everything on us. You never could continue your education because you had a child and you had to focus on raising your child. You put every fucking thing on us. That's why you couldn't go and be a better person. You couldn't upgrade your life and become nothing. You put it on your child. But let a man say he's struggling because of his children and all the children he got. What's the first thing come out your fucking mouth? Well, nigga, you need to man up. The fuck? So I'm the only motherfucker who extends himself. You know, everybody else, they need time. They gotta relax. They need a break. But you just run a nigga like a machine. Just run a nigga. And men are tired of this, because we're not having time enough to heal from shit in life. How do you expect people to be functional? How do you expect a man to be effective in what he do if you're running them all the fucking time? See, y'all don't think about this type of shit because your perspective of men is so fucked up that you actually think you're justified in doing this. You forget that your job as a woman is to relieve stress from your man. Y'all women today think it's your job to put more on them. Put more on them. Add more to them. Add some more. He needs some more shit to do. The fuck? You don't even treat your animals like this. You don't even run your fucking dog like that. This is why I said the healed man died as a child. All the productive shit was snuffed out of him as a little boy. He had to grow up and figure out and find that shit and recalibrate himself. Then a motherfucker want to come back and try to take some credit for something. How dare you? How fucking dare you? This is what people do to men, though. It's what they do. It's what the fuck they do. This is what they do. This shit is crazy. Then you wonder why. That's why I tell brothers, man, go to therapy, bro. Go to therapy, man. Maurice Philpott. What's good, Maurice? What up, Sir Leo Puma? Salute. That's why I tell y'all, man, go to therapy, bro. Go to therapy, man. Go. Stop trying to fight your depression on your own. Because you can't, bro. And I'm telling y'all that from personal experience. I fought depression for a long time. I thought depression was just some shit you fought through. I didn't know it was a mental illness until I was diagnosed with it. Anxiety isn't normal. Okay? That's abnormal. It is not normal for you to constantly feel overwhelmed in a situation. That is not normal. Understand this, fellas. Listen to me when I'm telling you this. It's not normal for you to constantly be emotionally and physically overwhelmed. That is not normal. That is not the life of a fucking man. That's not even the life of a machine. Do y'all understand? Men are being treated worse than machines. We're being treated worse than machines. Y'all service the goddamn machine. When the fuck we gonna get to service ourselves? You service an ATM machine. You service a vending machine. What about our service? What about our maintenance? You maintenance a goddamn machine. You do maintenance to the machine. When the machine acting up, when the machine is malfunctioning, what do? You maintenance the machine, right? So it can work. When we ever had that time, brothers? When we ever had that time for ourselves? When? Look at your whole life. Look at your life. See, nobody wants to hear us talk about shit like this because they don't give a fuck. You know why? Because they don't have to. You know why? Because they're not men. It's easy to not give a fuck about a man. That's what I'm going to teach my son. Don't bank on anybody to give a fuck about you, son, but me and your mama. Because it's easy for motherfuckers to write you off. You a man. It's easy for them to look the other motherfucking way. I ain't got it. I can't help you. It's easy to do that to a man. And don't be surprised, son, when motherfuckers do it to you. Because it ain't easy being a man, son. It ain't easy. It's some shit you gonna have to eat and still keep your head up and your eyes open, man. What up, Akuma? The pandemic was only time I had, to be honest. Was the only time you had? Fierce Soul says, we've made strides in our relationships, but still not 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely. Seen and Unseen says, if you don't cook, my brother, I feel like you talking straight to me. Salute to you, bro. Robert Platinum says, my dysfunction is so severe that as an adult, my average annual income over the course of my whole working life is $13,450. I've been failing my whole life. Are you trolling, Robert Platinum? Are you trolling? Or are you being honest, bro? Because I don't believe that. $13,000 your whole life? I don't believe that. It's impossible. I don't believe that, my brother. Are you trolling? Just want to make sure. Zuma says we're still seen as a beast of burden, disposable and replaceable at a whim. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I had to ask him that, seen and unseen. Average annual. He said, nope, not at all. Wow. So let me ask you this, my brother Robert Platinum. Since you're saying you're being totally honest and transparent, right? I think, and this is just what I think, my brother. I think that you need to go get a psychological evaluation because there's something mentally holding you back. And it can be a chemical imbalance. It doesn't always have to be what we think it is. See, this mental health stuff is very diverse. Some things are not treatable by just talking and counseling. Some of us need medicine. Some of us need the medicine and the actual counseling. You might need to see a psychiatrist, my brother. Go and get a psychological evaluation because you can have something chemically wrong in your brain. See, black men, we don't know a lot about this shit. This is why I'm trying to get us abreast with it here on this channel. Heal before we build. We're not knowledgeable about our bodily systems, how shit works, when does thing go into remission, all types of things, man. We don't know. We don't. Shout out to Cartel in the building. What up, Cartel? This is a great topic, much needed for men to heal before they absolutely. Shout out to Cartel in the building. Club says you'll be surprised how many opportunities get sad when your mental health goes south. Yep. Yep. Robert Platinum says, I graduated with honors and got a bachelor's degree. I made the highest score out of the whole college. on the EFT/major field test. I got a 3.75 GPA in my current degree program. I'm not dumb, but I don't know what's going on. This is why I'm saying, my brother. This is what I'm saying, my brother. You need to get a psychological evaluation, because you can have something chemically going wrong in your brain, my brother. And that doesn't mean that you're dumb. That means that you have a chemical imbalance in your brain that you could actually, that could have been passed down to you genetically. You see, a lot of us don't know our family health history. And then a lot of us don't have family to go that far back. We don't know them. A lot of us don't know our great grandparents. So we don't know the shit that's in our family. We don't know what's in our genes. We don't know the shit that we passing on. And see, as men, we have to find out. We have to be the ones to do it. Okay? Don't sit around and wait for the goddamn women to figure it out or to start asking questions. It's time for us to start doing it. My brother Dell Diddy says Dell Diddy wasn't just a nickname from the bros. It was a coping mechanism developed from childhood trauma. I learned during therapy that Dell Diddy was created to protect Wardell, the little boy. Man, that's powerful, bro. That's powerful, bro. That's some real shit. Some real shit. That was some real shit right there, man. Damn. That was real. That was real. Yeah, that was deep, bro. That was deep. But it's true. I just learned it in my psychology class. Yeah. We can create a character to fit our environment. It's a fact. That was crazy. Man. Gotta take a sip of water on that one. But back to my brother Big Dice, man. He said he gonna make a series, a 3-part series on the diary of a mad black man. And my brother said that him watching my content inspired him to be that transparent, man. He don't understand how much that humbles me. Y'all brothers don't, when y'all come to me and tell me that y'all are going to get help now, that now y'all feel a little more comfortable because for being here, that shit make me cry. I'm not looking for money as my reward. Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Nah. Because it shows value. And when something truly has value, people will pay any amount of money for it. So when I hear a brother like Big Dice, right? Especially a guy like him with his profile. I'm not gonna say his character, but his profile. People may look at him and think, damn, why he fuck with DS1? And sometimes I'll be shocked to see certain guys pop up in the chat. Because I'll be like, damn, they listen to me. And that just shows me that this message is to change men's lives. Not for me to get rich off of. Because I could have got rich off cocaine, nigga. I could have did that. But now I got dudes who actually were rich off cocaine listening to me. Niggas who did 20 years in prison listening to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. That shit just shows me, man, that niggas need something else, bro. That's why y'all never saw me up here begging for no money, bro. All the years I've been up here, y'all never see me up here begging for money. That's why. Because I want brothers to stop hurting and stop hating. See, if we stop that, we don't got to worry about no bread, bro. Just stop hating niggas, bro. Stop hating yourself. Stop hating me for loving you. Because you don't know how to accept love. Don't hate me, bro. Don't want to kill me because I want to see you live. Because we all grew up together. The killers, the drug dealers, the robbers, we all grew up together. What separates you from me, bro? You just cut school and I went. What make you any different, bro? What makes me any different? Nigga, you was in my fucking class. Nigga, we was at birthday parties together. What make you any different from me? Huh? What make you any different, bro? My mother hung out with your moms, bro. How different you think we are, my nigga? I cry for y'all niggas because I know y'all not gonna cry. And I cry more now that I'm older than I ever did when I was little. It's like I can't stop this shit. It's like I can't tough it out no more and just put a frown on my face. I can't do that no more. Shit hurt too much. it hurt too much. I'm still losing my friends, bro, to gun violence. I'm losing my friends to prison. One of my homeboys just died from cancer, my nigga. This nigga has stage 4 cancer and didn't know. Because he living the street life. Nigga died from cancer, bro. This man was 38 years old. He had stage 4 cancer, bro. This a nigga I grew up with. I got pictures with this nigga. Cancer. This nigga ain't even have kids, bro. So I made my decision to say, yo, I can't save my niggas, but what if I could save their kids? What if I could save your kids, bro? Let me be a help to our offspring. Because a lot of they dads not there. Them niggas dead. They dead, bro. And they gonna grow up as little boys the way they fathers did. They gonna need help. They gonna need somebody to fucking care. Instead of somebody, oh, well, that's life. Instead of just saying stupid shit like that, because you don't have nothing to fucking say. See, nobody's thinking about that, man. Who gonna help that little boy when he 10 years old and realize his daddy never coming home? When you can't lie and say daddy went to the store. Because you know he ain't at the store. And he realized my daddy not here no more. They need somebody to tell them that they understand. Because nobody telling these kids that. Letting these fucking kids figure it out on their own. Who gonna help my homies' kids? Because some of my homies not gonna make it. My man that just got locked up, man. This man was just at his twins' graduation. He was just smiling. First time I saw this nigga smile. He was with his kids at their graduation. They never gonna see their dad again. That shit hurts me. That hurts me. Because I thought we all was gonna grow up and have kids and be able to take our kids out together. Maybe my son might grow up and want to marry your daughter. This how I was thinking. My other man's, his son like 4 now, about to be 5. He know what happened to his dad. Now imagine growing up as a little boy knowing that your dad killed himself. And you don't know why. But you just know you ain't got your dad in your life and you ain't grow up with your dad because your dad killed himself. They gonna need somebody there. They gonna need somebody there. He gonna need somebody to tell him about his dad and tell the fucking truth. Don't lie on his father. Tell him the truth about who his dad was and how much his dad loved him. See, that's the nigga I'ma be, man. Y'all niggas could go be the littest niggas in the world. Y'all could go get all the money and have all the cars, my nigga. Y'all could have that shit, bro. Y'all could have that shit, bro. Y'all could have that shit. Y'all could have that shit, bro. I don't want big chains, fuck a Rolex. I don't want none of that, bro. I want peace. I want peace and prosperity. That's what I want, bro. You can't pay for peace, stupid niggas. Why the fuck you think Biggie made the song More Money, More Problems? Because you can't buy peace. Whoever don't know today's topic, get them an Uber. We ain't in here playing no games today. You want to go play, go down the block. It's a park down the block. Seen and Unseen said, I definitely miss my pops. He was a great guy. Missed the shit out of my pops, man. Thank you, Classy Creole. I appreciate it. More money, more problems. It's a fact. Biggie taught us that a long time ago. But you got these niggas who think that they could buy peace. You could buy a piece of land. You could buy a piece of ass. You could buy a piece of chicken. You can't buy PEACE, dumb nigga. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't care where you move to. Because peace, PEACE, is a state of being. It's not a location. It's not a neighborhood. So it has nothing to do with your money and what you could buy. Silly. The suburbs is actually worse than the hood now. So stop talking about money, dummy. Because you're actually more safe in the hood now than the suburbs. Because you know the police actually comes faster in the hood than the goddamn suburbs now. Dummy. See? Zuma says, not gonna lie, the money I spent moving definitely helped my peace. It helped your peace. It didn't give you peace. You got people out here thinking they could buy peace, Zuma. It helped you with your peace. You know why? Because you needed to change your environment. Because your environment also teaches you how to be. So if you live in chaos, it's going to teach you to be chaotic. See? You needed to move out of the environment you was in because your mind didn't fit the environment in which you was in. And you knew if you didn't leave that environment because you was growing past it, that you would have did something to stay stuck. And we all know what that is, Zuma. We ain't even got to say it. We know if you didn't get up out of there, you would have been stuck. And we wouldn't have known Zuma Duma. Zuma Duma will be inmate number 8274-62Z. That'll be Zuma. Not the productive Gen Z brother that can help other Gen Zs like himself. See? Your ass, you wouldn't have been Zuma Duma. You would have had a goddamn DIN number. Because I know what environment you're in. I know what environment you came from because you told me. Because guess what? I come from that same environment. You think if I would have stayed, I would have been DS1 Ross? No, I'd have been DS1 Felony Ross. Full of fucking felonies and failures. Akuma says peace comes from within, I believe. But you can also, but you also can't be around triggers while healing. Exactly. 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 Club says that illusion of peace will leave you crashing out. Speaking as someone who's experienced it firsthand. Facts. The illusion of peace. The illusion of peace. Until life starts to come at you in another way. and then you realize all you had was a green piece of paper. PIECE. A piece of something. A piece of something. That's what I called Band-Aid Zuma, temporary peace. Come on now. We all know what it is. Us men, we know. We know. Club says exactly. My old neighborhood used to be safe and now it's become dangerous. Yeah. The suburbs and where all the people got all the money at is much more dangerous than where niggas is broke at. You'll find more police hanging out in the projects now than in the suburbs. Why you think they don't want to talk about the drug epidemic no more? Because what do you think is wiping out middle America? What do you think is destroying places like Iowa, Montana, Nebraska? Places like that. The middle of America. Omaha. Shit like that. What do you think is destroying all of them lily white places where people thought this is where we need to be for peace? All them people up there is drug addicts, man. They all on drugs, man. All of them. They still got nice houses, but they all on drugs. Them people fiends. Them people fiends, man. You know how many videos I done saw with people dead in their cars, ODing? Where you think all them videos are at? In the places where we think it's peaceful. Because you thought that those people went and bought peace. Because they out in the area that you can't afford to be. So you think it's peaceful out there. Them people out there overdosing. Kids out, Teenagers are out there dying at an alarming rate. At an alarming rate. Where you think the fentanyl epidemic started? The fentanyl epidemic started in the middle of America. That's where the drug epidemic started. Where all them rich conservative motherfuckers are. That's who all the fentanyl, the Adderall, all the alls. Because them people up there hurting. They don't have no peace in their life. They hurting. With all that money, you walk in them rich people houses, it's dog shit on the floor. Little girls don't wash their ass or nothing. Just get in the car and go. See, I know. See, I know about them rich white girls because I've been around them. I hung out around them. I used to sell drugs to them because y'all like being nosy. I'm gonna give you something about DS1 I don't really like to talk about and glorify. But yeah, I used to sell drugs to white folks. That's how I made my money. I left my block. I didn't feel comfortable handing crack to my homeboy's mother. I took my show on the road. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And me and my homeboy, aka my business partner, it's my guy, man. Salute to him. You know, we was fucking with the white girls. We lived with them. So I know a lot about them. And by the way, we were actually staying with one who was a trust fund child. She had money, but she loved to sell drugs. She loved us. She loved us so much. Shout out to her, man. You know, I ain't got no problems with nobody. Life goes on, man. Life goes on. But I know. Them people eat cocaine like Pac-Man. I know this. And like I said, y'all don't hear me go into this stuff a lot because I'm not proud of it, number one. And number two, I just never was proud of it. You know? When I was doing what I was doing, I was never proud of that shit. I was never proud of myself. So I never glorified it. You know how some people glorify, I was a gangster. I did this and I did that. And I never did that because I wasn't proud of it. Wasn't proud of it, man. Wasn't proud of that shit, man. Seen and unseen says I've did all that in my day, DS1. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have. What up, Beans? Blasphemy. Sure, white girls are better in your eyes. Oh, y'all just want to come in here and troll. Yeah, get rid of the trolls, y'all. Get rid of the trolls. Seen and unseen says, I'm still not proud of it. A lot of us aren't. A lot of us aren't proud of it. You know? That's why, I never came on YouTube and portrayed myself to be a certain way that I know what I'm not. Because all of that shit is just a character. All of these guys, even the so-called gangsters and killers, It's all a character. They know that. That's why they don't get mad at me when I say it. They know. Just like Dale Diddy said, he created Dale Diddy to protect the real him, the innocent little boy. He created Dale Diddy, or alter ego, so you can get to know Dale Diddy and only Dale Diddy. Only a few people get to know, his name. I'm not going to say his name. What you think the niggas in the streets do? I'm going to claim to be a gangster so niggas could be scared of me. That's why they label themselves gangsters. I'm a robber. I'm a this. I'm a that. That's to implant fear. Because fear is so powerful that it can stagnate you. Psychology, again. So these gangsters, they know if I show up and everyone around know I'm a gangster, right? They're not even going to try me. They're not even going to try me. Because everybody knows what come along with being a gangster. Most of these guys who run around claiming to be gangsters, they don't got a bunch of demonstrations. They got one or two memorable ones that everybody remembers. And that's what deemed them that. It's all a personality, man. Go and watch the I think it was the Dateline, or I forgot which special, but it's a special about the Iceman, Richard Kalinsky. Richard Kalinsky was the top hitman for the Gambinos. He's called the Iceman. Go and watch his story. And he tell you who he was before he became the Iceman. What made him into the Iceman. And I'm telling y'all now, if y'all watch that, y'all will understand why he became who he became. And this is why today's show is the healed man died as a child. Died as a child. Go and watch the story of Richard Kalinsky. Then you'll understand why he became a hitman. You don't understand why people do what they do until you sit down and talk to them. Till you understand some more stuff about yourself and your own psyche. What drove you to do the things you've done. You see? You see? I put pressure on so-called gangsters to be strategic and intellectual. Facts. Facts. Because that's what a man is supposed to be. A man is supposed to be a man before he anything. So if you calling yourself anything else other than a man, you playing a role, homie. I don't want to hear I'm a man and a gangster. No, nigga. No. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a man, a gangster, and a father. Now, I don't want to hear that either. You're still playing a role. You still in movie form. And a lot of guys, they can't separate from that stuff because it's scary to separate from it. Because remember, this is the person you've built to protect the real you. So the gangster, the killer, the real nigga is always going to be at the forefront, not you being a man. This is why you still got 60-year-old niggas calling people snitches when he need to be somewhere with Crocs on at the grill. He's still talking about snitching and street codes and morals and shut up, nigga. Stop trying to mix up men having morals and street codes because they're not synonymous. But these are guys, right, who are still broken and who are afraid to heal. They're afraid to heal. Because for them to turn in a gangster card will then expose their real face. It will expose the real them. Now you got to be you. See? Because you denounced the other shit. So now we got to know you. Who are you? And a lot of guys don't know how to be that person because that person is a lot more vulnerable. That person is a lot more paranoid. They're not as tough as the alter ego. They're a little softer. They don't like a lot of noise. They like quiet and organization and shit like that. So shout out to my brother Big Dice, man. Make sure y'all get over there and support the Big Dice Chronicles. The Big Dice Chronicles. Big Dice, if you're still in the chat, drop your link, bro. Go over there and support the brother, man. Because we need to watch that. The 3-part series, The Diary of a Mad Black Man. Because I believe my brother Big Dice he's in that transition stage. He's transitioning from being an original gangster to an ordained gentleman. I think my brother's moving in that direction. He want to separate from all of that shit because he know that that's the shit that really hurt him. That's the shit that made him feel all the pain he feels in his life. But see, at that time, he was running from some other pain. That's what made him run out there. Because he was running from that pain and ran into some other shit. Ran into a nightmare. And he tired of it. The OG is tired of it, man. Shout out to rest in peace to my man El Compa, man. Another dude I met online. That's Big Dice. That's one of Big Dice's childhood friends. But he was tired of it too. He was tired of the streets, tired of being represented by the streets, tired of representing the streets, tired of repping the block. Shit that only caused him trouble and trauma and turmoil his whole life. El Compa didn't want that no more. That's why he came on YouTube, trying to find new friends, trying to change his environment. But he never got a chance to leave. like you did, Zuma, like I did, like Dice did. He never got a chance to leave. And we know when we don't leave, what happens? You're going to leave one way or the other. You're going to leave one way or the other. So there's a lot of brothers, man, that want to be free. They want to be free of all of the shit that people try to hold you to. Because I was in the streets before. The brothers want to be free of that shit. You got to denounce that shit. And you got to denounce it because you got to understand that you made it to the future, bro. Because like I said on yesterday's show, what happens when fame isn't in your future? What happens when you done outlived your gangster stage? Who are you now? See, it's time for us to pick up the pieces. Shout out to Craig on the building. Right. Rest in peace to Big Dale. Another great brother, man. Who was tired. Was tired, man. His heart gave out on him. He's tired. Big Dale used to say it all the time. It's harder to save these kids. He realized that all the shit that he was a part of and he helped create made it harder to get out of it. See, nobody talks about that part of the war. That's why I listen to Big Dice. That's why I like Dice. Because he gives you the in-depth analysis on that gangster shit. The play-by-play, the sweating, the breathing. He give you the other side of the war. Because you do know what's the other side of the war, fellas. Healing is war. You know why? Because if you got to heal from something, that shows that you was on a battlefield. That means you're wounded. And the last thing we want to do as men is show a hyena that we wounded. You see? And this is how we get caught up. It's how we get caught up. Because you still in the jungle and you can't show the other animals that you a wounded lion. You can't show these other animals you a wounded tiger. Everybody's coming to eat. You can't do it. So a lot of us, we don't get to see the finish line. But there's a lot of us brothers out there that want to be on the other side of the war. Because on one side of the war, you fighting to hurt others. But on the other side of that, on the flip side of that, is you fighting to save people now. See, before, you was happy to see niggas die. Yeah, that nigga dead. Yeah. Now you fighting because you want to see your friends live. You don't even want to see the ops die because you don't got no ops. Because the only reason why you thought you had ops in the beginning is because you had bad optics, nigga. You was looking at shit wrong. You and your friends. And we was looking at shit wrong because the way we grew up. We grew up wrong. We didn't grow up right. We didn't grow up functional. We grew up fucked up. And we made being fucked up comfortable. Until we start looking at shit and seeing, man, this is the same shit. Damn. This what we was doing. It's worse now. The Gen Xers love talking about how they had to raise themselves. What do you think the millennials had to do? What do you think the Gen Zs are doing? What do you think the Generation Alphas are doing? Look at these young drill rappers. Look at their mothers and their fathers. Mothers on drugs, fathers dead in prison. What the fuck you think they doing? Raising themselves. What do you think? The healed man died as a child, man. But it's time for us to pick up the pieces. I know what it's called, Craigo. But you do know you can adapt to your environment by doing bad shit because you in a bad environment. You see? And the more you adapt to your negative environment and continue to do negative shit, it's going to keep that environment negative. You see? So we have to stop saying shit like this as if this can't change. Because the people in the environment creates what goes on in the environment. The hood could be a beautiful place if motherfuckers knew how to act and treat one another. Just because you grew up on Park Place, the goddamn land for Park Place ain't bad. The people made it that way. The people. The people. Zuma said, I learned by trial and error. See that? How many other generations did that, Zuma? That's a way that everybody learns. But the sad part is you shouldn't only learn that way. Because when you only learn by trial and error, you're used to negative results. That's what people don't understand. Our mindset must change in order for us to do better. Facts. Facts. It's shout out to Boogeyman, by the way. Salute, Boogeyman. He said it's worse now because we have normalized dysfunction as a childhood for our children. Facts. Exactly. 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 Luckily, I only lost one homie in 2012. Bro was 29. That shit effed me up. I'm still hurting. Man, I lost a couple, bro. Rest in peace to your homie, man. I lost a couple. Still losing. Does it? Ain't that a fact, Craigo? Ain't that a fact? And we could find out how deep it goes. We just got to be willing to go there. That's why I do these types of that's why I do these types of shows, Craigo. That's why I have these conversations, because people are so used to thinking so linear, right? And conversing about shit that means nothing in life, that these conversations are rarely had amongst people. These are the conversations that men of the past had, the revolutionary men, the men who wanted to change shit. This is the stuff they sat around and spoke about. What did I say on a previous show? Your conversation will change when your perspective change. People's perspectives are not changing because they're not growing. They're not growing. And the problem with us is we think that that's part of life. We think, oh, well, that's just the way, it's just going to be that way. No, that's the way you allowing it to stay. And that's the problem with our people. We think it's a bunch of shit that's wrong with us that we can't do nothing about. We think it's just supposed to be that way. And that's why you have a lot of men like this today. Because they grew up around defeatism. People who just threw in the towel. People who just said, well, that's just the way it's going to be. And that's how these niggas act. Why you think men are operating like this? Because men weren't encouraged to change nothing. They was just encouraged to live in it. We gonna put a bed of flowers on this pile of shit and lay on it and say it's a pillowcase. This is what we've done. We ain't laying on a pile of shit because it's covered in roses. Instead of saying, no, that's a pile of shit that you trying to hide with roses. This is the shit we got to get away from. And we have to purposely, men, stay away from people with that mentality. Because people like that don't want you to grow. They don't want you to be nothing more than your circumstance. They don't want you to overcome shit. So get away from people with that stale mentality. It's stale. That's why it's called stale. You can't grow with people like that. Stay away from them. People who you see who are not actively working on themselves. Stay away from them. Because they want you to stay that broken man. Because a broken man is easily controlled. Let me say this again so you guys can hear me. A broken man is a man who's easily controlled. A man who's not fighting for something, because when you're fighting for something, you're fighting against something. So if you're not fighting for something, or if you are, make sure you surround yourself with people who understands that they're in a war. Get away from people who just fine with the way it is. Get away from them people. Because you know what they'll do? They'll sacrifice you for comfort. They'll sacrifice you for comfort. They'll sacrifice you so they could keep living the comfortable, dysfunctional life they've been living. Because some people don't want you to uproot their comfort. Some people will get rid of you for that. Some people will despise you for that. So really begin to vet who you spend your time around, brothers. And that means romantically and platonically. Because you shouldn't have no person around you who don't understand you. Don't have them around you. Don't have them in your business and be able to, don't do it. Because their best interest is not you. It's not you. They don't give a fuck about you. They could care less. Long as it don't upset them, they don't give a fuck about it. Those are people you got to stay away from, because those are the people who are the abusers. Those are the abusers. I went through it. Why he can't? Those are the abusers. You know, the people who could never tend to see things the way you put it. Those are the abusers. That's why they could never see it your way. Because in their mind, and what they're afraid to say is, why the fuck you shouldn't go through it? You deserve it. I did. See that? These are abusers. And all abuse is psychological. Whether the abuse is physical, emotional, it all affects your psyche. All abuse is psychological. It's all going to affect this. How you doing, Denise Vineyard? How you doing? Craigo says, I surround myself with people that have something to lose, because someone who doesn't have anything to lose will have you jammed up. That's a fact. That's a fact, Craigo. Super facts. Super facts. Super facts. Because a person with nothing to lose doesn't value anything. They don't value nothing. You only think about losing something when there's things in your life of value. Nobody wants to lose anything of value. Their spouse, their parents, their children, their sanity. So that's why you should never deal with a person who ain't got nothing to lose. That's a person who don't value life within itself. That a person like that don't value life at all. They don't value anything, because everyone has something to lose. Even if it's just your goddamn mind. You don't want to lose your mind, do you? So why would you tell somebody you don't have nothing to lose? That's why you should never be around them type of people. Because people who don't have nothing to lose don't value life in itself. They don't even value the fact that they breathing right now. Because that's the first thing you have to lose, your life. Before you lose anything else, you can lose your life. You lose your life. So you better stay away from them type of people. I know I do. And I left those type of people alone a long time ago, Craigo, myself. I left them people alone a long time ago, man. Because also, people who don't have nothing to lose, they'll be quick to throw you under the bus. Like you said, you will be jammed up. They'll throw anybody under the bus. They'll throw anybody under the bus. Because if they don't got nothing to lose, shit, they don't care what you got to lose. So it goes back to a value thing. And as a man, if you don't value nothing in your life, homie, I don't think nobody should be around you. You a detriment to yourself. What's up, Mind Ballroom? Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up today. I told y'all we on a different vibe today, man. You know, we on a different vibe today. Make sure y'all support the show. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the poll. You know, I didn't even want to go this long, but shit, we here, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button as well. Share today's show. Don't forget, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think of today's show. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone again. Once again, who hit the super chat, man. Shout out to everyone who has hit the super chat. It's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated, man. Appreciate everyone. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone before we get up out of here. Shout out to my man Cartel in the building. He says, thank you for all you do, bro. You are appreciated. Salute, Cartel. Appreciate that, my brother. Shout out to Joe Waters. Joe Waters says, I'm thankful you two brought me here. Mental health is getting talked about more among men, but still not enough. I'm in counseling and taking medication. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, my brother. That's what we talk about over here, man. We all about agency for brothers. Agency for brothers, man. The restoration of the family. But that's going to start with the men. That's going to start with us, brothers. It's going to start with us, man. So welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, Joe Waters. My name is DS1 Ross, man. Welcome. I appreciate you. Appreciate that, John. Salute, bro. Hope all is well with you, John. Hope all is well, man. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone. Salute to everyone for pulling up. If you enjoyed today's show, the Cash App is right on your screen. $ DS100 Network. $ DS100 Network. All lowercase letters on Cash App. Shout out to everyone who has supported today's show financially, whether you hit the Cash App, whether you hit the Super Chat, man. It's very much appreciated. Shout out to my man Auntie again for gifting the memberships. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to everyone for pulling up once again. Seen and Unseen says you can't let them drain your energy. Yeah, I know. I know, man. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, we might have a show this weekend, man. We might have a show this weekend. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. Either way, I appreciate everyone for pulling up once again. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to my lovely lady mods, man. Shout out to y'all for always coming through and holding it down, making sure the chat is good and making sure I'm good. So shout out to the lovely lady mods. Salute to all of the visionaries, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Catch y'all. Peace.